Good morning. Welcome to Banter with RichiebB Live.
Somewhere beyond the beaten path, beyond the whispers in the woods and the stories around the fire, lurks one of the greatest mysteries of our time, Bigfoot. For decades, legends have echoed through the forests, footprints left behind, sightings that defy logic, and questions that demand answers. But this isn't just folklore. This is a call to investigate, to explore, and to uncover the truth. Banter with RichiebB isn't just another show. It's a community, a movement, a hub for genuine research, real conversations, and boots-on-the-ground discovery. Every episode dives deep into evidence, expert interviews, field investigations, and the drive to seek what others say is impossible. If you believe in asking questions, if you're ready to get your boots dirty, and if you think the unknown deserves more than just a passing glance, then follow Banter with RichiebB. Stay informed, stay sharp, and maybe, just maybe, be the one who finds the truth hiding in the trees.
I love you, baby Jack. I want you guys to keep climbing. I love you, Mama. Bojo's gonna get us out of here because that's what he does.
That's right. Nice meeting you all. Thank you for being on air. And yes, we are all of the phone. Let's go.
Good morning. Welcome to Banter with RichiebB Live.
Near these huts,
Yep.
there is something going on here.
Behind us after. The trees were fucking moving everywhere. Yeah, bro. Goosebumps.
Maddox, you were with me. We looked this way. It was not like this.
Welcome to Banter with RichiebB. Yo, what's up, everybody? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's back. Yeah, we've seen it for a while. Oh, I'm live. Look at that. Say hi, Wojo.
Hi, Wojo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Banter with RichiebB. We are live all over the world. We are on Doc Realm TV. That's right, Jim. Let's do radio voice early tonight. I don't know. It's funny because some of you might know I got a little bit of an eye injury, right? And I'm telling you, man, it throws you off. Like, I am slow. I am backwards. I am a mess. What the hell is going on? Anyways, Doc Realm TV, Roku Television, Amazon Fire Stick, worldwide. What's up? We have another nice big announcement to make tonight. And before we get to that, I'm going to bring in my co-host. We're going to say hello to everybody because we have a very, very dear friend of mine and ours. And, we were just talking a little bit in the back, and it was kind of like, yeah, like I use the phrase, we haven't had espresso together and thrown rocks at cars, but I just feel a really, pardon the pun or phrase, I've always felt a connection with her. And she was very sweet to me when we lost Jack, and she was very monumental in that process, maybe more so than she knows, or she probably does know, actually. See what I did there? Probably a lot of that shit going on tonight. Bear with me. I don't really care. Anyways, here we go. My Facebook is not airing this. It's on only me until after the show, and then I can upload it publicly after. So I'd love to talk to you as if you were on my Facebook and tell you to come on over to my YouTube. But Mark Kuckerberger has a problem. Bit of a meathead. So, you can, however, if you don't have YouTube, you can, however, be watching it on my Facebook on Bigfoot Banter with RichiebB Facebook page. So if wherever you are, go over there. I don't know. If you're on my personal page, I'm talking to myself. Damn it. Oh, I hate technology. Anyways, so that's that. So Kerry Lynn Shellhorn is here tonight. She is, if you don't know who she is, well, shame on you, as they say. Figure it out. We're about to introduce her to you then. But a lot of my friends that are here know exactly who she is. See her around often. And I know my producer Sam loves her very much. She was super excited about this show. So let's get the Wojo in. Let's do a quick hello. We have a lot to get to with Kerry Lynn. One thing I want to say, just so you know, you guys know, everything I do is organic. I don't research guests. I don't find out when this happened or how that became or any of that stuff until they're on the show. The other thing I don't do is I try not to, and I have done, I guess I should say, is kind of put people on the spot, right? But the difference here is you're dealing with something that is part of someone, okay, that is theirs. So I am going to be, and this is all my own doing, my own thoughts. This is how I do things. All right. If I describe to you exactly how I thought about this in the shower, it would get even weirder than it usually does around here. But these are the thoughts I have when I'm approaching an interview. Okay. You're dealing with something because I've been around a lot of psychics in my life. I've dealt with sensitivity in my life, situations in my life that I knew I was chosen for, stuff like that. That is part of somebody. So I'm not just going to throw things out there and see if she can do them. All right. This is not what that is. Okay. I might have a few questions about Bigfoot. Don't get me wrong. But I just want the audience to be aware that that's not where that's headed. So, don't come at me with questions about, no offense, your puppy or anything like that. That's passed over. I'm not going there. So, sorry for your puppy, but I'm not going there. So that's that. End of discussion. I did wear pants for this occasion. I wanted you guys to know that as well, so you know how important it is. Okay. Wojo, on the other hand, he stood up and, you couldn't see his legs anyways. But anyways, all right. Let's get on with the show. Let's have Wojo come in. All right. Let's have before this gets totally. You can't even bob right. What is wrong with
Sorry. I love you, Rich, but behind the scenes, we do funky stuff.
Yeah, we're a little bit different.
It's a full moon out.
Yeah, well, we're not like others, right? We're not like the others. Some of these things are not like the others, and that's us, right? That's us. Let's say hi to us, and let's get Kerry Lynn in here immediately, right away, as fast as we can. Get her in here and start grilling her. I mean, asking her polite questions. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Wojo
Ho.
Is that a friend of yours?
Johnny Temperine.
Do you know him?
No.
How did he know you was a hoe?
I don't know. That's why I'm worried. I don't know. Maybe I was drunk. I Hey, Johnny, good to see you, man.
If you could tell us where that birthmark is, John, we might be onto something. Here we go. Woo! All right, here we go. Let's go to the top. Is that Mike Gray, first one in?
Yeah, Mike Gray was the first one.
Time that Mike Gray has ever been the first one in.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Mike Gray, and welcome to the On the Top party.
Mikey.
Let's see. Kurt W. What's going on, Richie and Wojo? Hope you guys are doing great. We are now because we're in therapy.
Yep.
Hey, therapy. Don't forget to hit. Oh, Sparky's here. We should call it a Spock commercial. Don't forget to hit that sub button, smash that notification bell to all, smush that button, and tickle that hot button. The fuck that just got, dude. I'm sorry. That's gotten more stranger and stranger every week, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's the fumes from all that. I don't know. He's doing all that woodworking,
Oh yeah, he's like, hello, tickle me bell, would ya? Notify. Hello, governor. Hello, governor. Mary Newbert, my friend. Oh yeah, Mary Newbert. She has so much on me. I always have to be nice to Mary. She could tell the world everything. Our friend and teammate from Boots on the Ground, Bigfoot Investigations, Andrew DeSante Sr., Sensing Shadows Paranormal. Please like and subscribe over there at that YouTube right there that you see with
Daddy Andy.
Big Andy. Big Andy's up in Maine at the Maine Bigfoot Paracon Convention. Do they all have all these names? I can't keep up with all their.
No, you got it right, Rich.
Yeah. It was about convention, right?
It's Maine.
Yeah, Maine. Yeah, it's Maine. Yeah.
It's Maine.
But the cool thing was we sent them over to get Ronnie again. So we're on this trolling Ronnie LeBlanc game that we have. So we've gotten him in Tennessee, remember? We got him in Tennessee with my buddy Josh down there in South Carolina. Took a trip up to Tennessee to make sure he said, "Hey, you're supposed to be getting on the BanterWithRichieB podcast." He's in Tennessee. Go, what the fuck? Oh yeah. Hello, Ronald LeBlanc. We're coming for you, sir.
Yeah, we trolling your butt.
So he told Andy that he's coming on the show. His third book's coming out. It's been this whole book thing, I guess. All right. Look at me, Ronald. I'm holding my breath. I'm not worried about it. We have fun either way. You're just missing out, really. Benzo's here, all the way from Australia. What's up, my man? Good to see you, Benno.
Oi. My boy.
Damien Smith, all the way from Scotland.
Good morning, Damien. I mean, actually, yeah, good morning.
I think it's good evening, good afternoon, and good night. I have no idea. Wasn't that a wrestling move? Good evening, good afternoon, good night. I don't know.
Sounds silly.
Yeah, I used to. It was quite the story back in my drinking days. That's how you say that all the time. Good evening, good afternoon, good night. That way I covered all the bases. This is Tim Vogel. Hey man.
Tim.
What's up, Mr. Tim Vogel? Good to see you.
Cobble Mountain Critic Project.
Yeah, he said morning.
Right there.
Yeah, he said morning. So I think they're like 15 hours ahead or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Look at Benno called us lads.
Wow.
I've never been called that.
Well, thank you, brother.
Yeah, I've never been called that. I feel so special. Is this Ray Robinson? What?
Hey, Ray.
What? Ray Robinson? Who's that guy? Hi, Ray Robinson. Hello, John. Wojo's very close friend, by the way.
Johnny Ho, what's going on?
What's up, man?
I mean, John.
You got nicknames.
Nicknames, yeah.
I call him Johnny two times. Virginia Cryptid and Paranormal Research. Hello. Good to see you guys again. Thank you for coming back. Moving along here. I see a lot of everybody. I love when this is my favorite part when everybody says hello to each other. I love it. Singing bassfish. Is that the one on the wall? Is that the one on the wall? Singing bassfish?
Yeah. Turns its head, starts singing.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, I know. All right, I see you working. What's up, Singing Bassfish?
Thank you for being on here.
Here we go. We got Kerry. Look at boy Spocky's already got Kerry Lynn's all her links up. Right here. Right? If you miss it out because Kerry Lynn has hers at like 6:00, but it's Friday night, right? And even 6:00 in my house for me to get this, like, you know, who's the tornado is going to be coming downstairs anytime now, right? And so I always I'll try to tune in to Kerry Lynn, and it's like almost like forget it because like if I'm not in the sacred studio, you know what I mean? Like here, there's like they know, do you know what I mean? But if I'm outside, like if I'd have to come in here and like try to watch like podcasts and stuff. I'd probably still get invaded because they know what time my show and what day my show is. I get like 10, 15 minutes and then I have to walk. I come back and like an hour later, it's like I'm still there, but I'm really not. It's so brutal. I just want to listen.
I noticed another name on Cindy Waghorn. She's on Facebook, but I noticed her on the list there. Oh. Welcome to Banter with RichiebB. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I don't see that name. Was that up above? Did I miss it?
It's in the low. I'm just trying to keep up of.
Oh, you're down bottom. I'm scrolling. Gotcha. What's up, Danny?
Right.
Danny's here. All right. YouTubing's here. What's up, YouTubing?
Tubin, what's happening?
Tubin. Thank you for being subbed. Singing bass fish.
Yeah, thank you.
The most incredible, let's see, producer in the world, Sam's Para Bigfoot, Banter RichiebB's producer. Hey, I'm at Red Robin. I wanted to pop in and check on my guys. Red Robin.
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 Where's Sam tonight? She's at the Red Robin.
Oh, you know. Yeah, let's just advertise for everybody, Sam.
I know.
Ridiculous.
She's probably trying to eat and you're making her laugh.
Yeah, I still didn't see that name. How come I don't see the name? Because I don't trust anything here anymore. Because, you know.
Yeah, I figured that's Cindy. Yep, she's a big
Hi,
fan
Cindy.
of Carrie Lynn.
Oh, of course. Yeah, everybody's a big fan of Carrie.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody's here to see us, bro.
No.
Jeez. They're probably sick of our shit. I don't see. See, that's what drives me nuts, though, is that I've been having problems with this. And I think I saw a post about Carrie Lynn's as well, having problems with Yucky
Facebook.
Burger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see, I don't see her name. That stinks.
Yeah.
I'm
but
sorry.
Again, Cindy, I see you, and thank you for being on here.
Yeah,
really,
look at all.
appreciate it.
I think all I see is YouTube comments. That doesn't mean anybody's. Oh, there's one Facebook. Ray Robinson's on Facebook.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Oh, there's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. I found you. Oh, see, she got the pretty little butterfly. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Cindy. Thank you for stopping by to support Miss Carrie Lynn, and maybe you'll end up liking Wojo like everybody else.
As we say for our new people, hey, Cindy, hey.
Hey, Cindy, hey.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. We're going to have a great time tonight. As you know, we are going to go over some Bigfoot stuff, obviously, because I eat, sleep, drink everything Bigfoot. Just I don't know if you noticed the way I was dressed and what's behind me, and the guy sitting next to me kind of looks like him too. So, I mean, everything's Bigfoot. You know what I mean? All the time, you know? So let's get Carrie Lynn out here. Let's talk with Carrie Lynn. Let me get my interview brain going. Hi, you good? You good? Did you borrow Darren's reading glasses today?
No, my other ones were a little dirty, and I'm tired of. I just grabbed these. These are mine. I just don't use them.
Yeah, I wouldn't use them either if I were you. Just saying.
Shut your face before I hit the other eye.
Oh, quick. Hi, Carrie Lynn. How are you? Distraction. Squirrel. Squirrel.
On Red Bull.
On Red Bull. A squirrel on Red Bull is here. Hello. You have finally made it. How was the flight? Was the flight good?
Yeah, it was excellent. I even put pants on.
Lies.
Wow. She's prepared, Rich. Oh, boy.
Well, you can't bring her anywhere.
Hold on. I got to change glasses. I want the dirty ones again. Yeah. I'm feeling stronger energy.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Shining bright.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
I was wondering who that other guy was. I felt like it was like my dad was around or something.
Clark Kent.
Michelle Wilfong's here. Clark Kent.
Hello, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Oh, with the
Oh, you have a beautiful sweatshirt there, Carrie Lynn.
I do.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. What does that say? Wojo says, boom!
Yeah, pretty sure that's in the Banter with RichiebB store.
Yeah, buy the merch.
Yeah.
Merch,
Yeah, I think you have to go through Banter with RichiebB to buy that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty sure.
You got to see that guy.
Pretty sure you do. Just checking. Oh, Carrie, you still here? Hi. I'm always like, come on, let's go. Come on, guy. I'll give you a left and a right even. Can I reach? Oh, I can't reach. I made my screen bigger. Hi, Carrie. Where are so Carrie Lynn? You're from Canada. You live in Canada.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Your whole entire life. You've never left Canada.
Never.
Never.
Actually, never. And I was like 44, 45 the first time I went into about that. When I went into the States, southern states for the first time, got my first passport.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
I woke up in Canada one time. That's all I'm gonna. That's all I know. I never owned a passport in my life. I have no idea. And people had accents.
Wow.
People had accents. Were speaking French, and I know something about a St. Catherine. That's all I know.
I grew up in like outside of Sioux, Ontario, so bordering Sioux, Michigan. So we went to Sioux, Michigan a lot when I was a kid.
Okay.
Right. But as an adult, I never really traveled further than Sioux, Michigan, or went anywhere till I was like in my 40s. And
Really?
Wow.
yeah.
I guess that's kind of interesting because
And you said you went to the southern states, though, right?
Yeah, Tupelo, Mississippi. And then I went to
whoa.
California.
So you went from the freeze of Canada all the way down to the melting pot down in Mississippi. That's got to be. You must have been like, "Ooh, it's hot."
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like, it was the first time I had traveled, right? And we were going to Tupelo, Mississippi, and we drove down, stopped. I had my assistant with me, and we stopped in Nashville. And like all of these people, throngs of people everywhere. So I rolled down the window, and I'm like, where's everybody going? And then there was like the country music awards were happening. So we scalped tickets in the corner, changed in a parking lot.
Wait, you changed it up. Did you buy like boots and a hat and like fit in?
No.
Or did you just come with regular clothes?
I had just regular clothes.
Were you wearing your Wojo sweatshirt?
No.
Oh, you'll get booted.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. So it would have been good, dude, if they were like, "Oh, we changed. We come in. They got the hat on, the cowboy hat, the boot." Right?
It was so much fun, though.
Oh, it is
so fun.
Well, Tennessee is fun in general. Memphis is another story. I
didn't like it at all. It scared me. Memphis scared me.
Oh, you did go to because Nashville's way over here, and
I know, but we hit Memphis too. Didn't like it. Sorry.
Yeah, there's very specific parts of Memphis you need to go to. Yeah, that's
okay.
It. Yeah, you don't go to other parts. You go to these specific parts.
Okay.
I went to a club that was in this gentleman's house. His name was Rayford. And you walk in, it's like a house. It's 2 or 3 level house, like an old Victorian style house. Yeah. And there's limos out front, and people are dressed up, and you go in, and you have the whole 9 yards. You walk up and in, and there's a bar, and this gentleman, everybody waits for him. He comes down out of one of the floors. Perhaps it looked like his bedroom. I mean, not that I saw his bedroom, but the way he was dressed looked like he came just out of his bedroom. and he walks in behind these 3 things of plexiglass, and he starts playing DJ. He's a DJ all of a sudden. And I imagine the glass was bulletproof. I'm just saying. And the floor, when he got there, apparently he has the magic button because the floor lights up into it like a dance floor.
That's trippy.
Oh, it was trippy. Now the problem with me is, I was sober then, newly sober, so it would be 28 years in September. So this was
good for you.
Thank you. So I was maybe 2 years, 3 years, maybe sober. I wasn't really in one of these places like this since I had gotten sober. It was like the first time, but I was with friends, and the music starts, and this meathead can't help but dance. and so when I dance, everybody dances with me. And that's what happened. And that stuff. And the whole place knew who I was in like 32 seconds, right? So, we killed it and owned it and got a complimentary limousine ride home, even though I was perfectly sober and could have drove, but I don't know anything about Memphis, so I was very grateful. Anyways, Memphis is very specific. We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Great.
And then I hit California, and I started in La Jolla and went all the way up to like Santa Cruz. I went to the Discovery Bigfoot Museum and sat and chatted with the owner. I could have sat and talked to him all day. He was so interesting. He looks like Santa Claus.
Oh.
Looks like Santa Claus.
Okay.
And it was great. He had so many stories, and there was foot casts and flags. So if you went into the redwood forest and you had an experience, you'd go back to the museum and pin it on the map so you could check the map out before you went out on your hikes and stuff. And it was a lot of fun.
All right. A
lot of fun.
No, that sounds like really a lot of fun. Now, did you find, and I'm just guessing, or asking, is California closer to Canada? Like living wise and housing wise and maybe some landscape wise? Or no, like if you get like Northern California, a lot of mountains. Do you have a lot of mountains in Ontario?
Yeah, well, Northern Ontario.
Northern Ontario. So you still have to
Oh.
go.
And that's where I grew up.
Right, and I'm aware of that. See, that's one thing I do know about you, because I remember some of the stories about perhaps the farm. But my question is, what I wanted to ask you that I didn't get a chance to have that conversation with you when I was on your show. What, like the specific time, right? So you grew up in Northern Ontario,
Yep.
right? And was it your grandfather had a farm?
Yep.
Okay. How old were you when you remember? Were you a baby when?
Seeing folks on the other side and stuff like that?
Were you like 7? But not just that. Not just that. I don't want to be like that question. I guess everybody kind of asks.
Yeah.
You're by yourself. I want you to put yourself by yourself. Now, how old are you when it hits you that, or when you're starting to wonder what's going on?
5.
Say 5. Okay, so 5. So
Yeah.
so take me with you, right? Or I'm going to take you with me. Say you get up. It's 6 in the morning on Saturday. You're going out to watch cartoons.
Yep.
You had an event the night before, maybe that triggered a thought or a theory or something that hits you, right?
Yep.
And you're walking down the hall and you're scratching your head, going, "I got to ask some questions," right?
Yeah.
Did something like that happen to you? To where do you remember that coming in?
At the farmhouse, like at my grandparents' farmhouse, and I slept at my grandparents' house every Friday night as long as I could, like from age 5 on, as often as I could. I was there on a Friday night, and I would see my great grandfather at the top of the stairs, but I didn't really realize that's who it was. But when I was younger, it would scare me, so I would like hike back through the field to our house to use the bathroom, and then go back to my grandparents' house and wait for her to be ready to go to sleep, because my grandfather got booted to the other space, and I would sleep with my grandma.
Okay,
that's what we did, right?
Yeah.
And hold my pee till the next morning, and then go back home, and then come back and have breakfast at their house, because I was seeing stuff upstairs. But because they would talk about it, but there was a lot of chaos in my house growing up as well too. So I had a good imagination. I read a lot. It wasn't necessarily talked about until I was older. But what I discovered when I was older was that grandfather that I was seeing at the top of the stairs, I found newspaper articles about him, and he used to read tea leaves and gave readings to people. And he was the one, when I started doing this publicly, used to show up all the time for me, sort of as that guide, right? But as a kid, there was lots of stuff. I would say, like a friend that I was a cheerleader with through high school, her dad died through high school, and her dad talked to me the entire funeral. Like, it was really awkward, and I hadn't told anybody, right? And so she found out when I was an adult and moved to Guelph. Like, I think she found out 15 years ago. She came to an event, and she's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And it was my dad talking. And I'm like, "You're a teenager in the middle of Northern Ontario. It's hard to fit in to begin with without telling people that you're seeing folks on the other side." And living in chaos at the same time too, right?
Well, I know you, and you say the chaos thing, and the chaos thing is very prominent when you're sensitive, right? Because the cross messages you get. So, is it specifically like visual that you're getting? Is it specifically a visual of an old family member, right? Say your great grandfather, right?
Right.
Is that what's real? Is that the main driving force that you notice, or are you getting things sent to your head? Are you having dreams? Has been a Dodge Badger.
Inside eye, outside eye. So it's both. I see, hear, feel, taste, and smell.
But even then,
yeah. And what I've learned once my kids came and I started doing this because my kids were having experience from time they were little too, right? So really having to take ownership of my sensitivities to help them feel okay with theirs and making it normal within our house.
Right.
So is the knowing part. Like I physically feel a lot of stuff first, and then I see, then I hear. It's kind of like that.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. So in that order, in that sense, right?
Yes.
Like you said, hierarchy, right? I know you see the comments, and you got to remember you got to remember you're dealing with a podcaster too. So whenever I put this stuff up, she goes right to work.
Yeah, right.
You're like, oh yeah,
and I'm keeping track on the side too. I saw the thing about the question about dream time, so we'll get to that.
No, you could. The dream is that what you're saying? Invaded your dreams? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah. So obviously, they have, but I set my rules and boundaries, right? Like it's there all the time. You can kind of shut it off. It can barge in if it wants to. So I'm a do not show up in my bedroom. Don't wake me up through the night. Don't be touching me. If I got to pee at 2, don't follow me to the bathroom.
Yep.
Just like meet you at the coffee pot at 6 a.m. You know?
Right. And that's the boundaries that you've set?
Yeah.
Now, do you have to reset the boundaries perhaps on the way back from the bathroom, or they get it?
They get it.
Yeah, they get it, huh? Yeah, that to me, those are the things that, like, if you feel like you have a sensitivity, speaking for myself, that I don't set, obviously, because it's not as prominent in my life. You know what I mean? I'm not like, both eyes and this, that, talking and all that, all that happening. But the one thing you said that stands out to me is my kids. My little guy's coming to me telling me stuff, and he's 2, and I'm going, what?
And they're your teacher, right? They push you to take ownership of who you are to help them be okay in their space and their skin.
Yes.
So it really is on us to understand what works, what doesn't, and hold space for them to be okay with who they are.
Yes. My oldest daughter.
The more that I did that for my kids, the more they didn't give their power away to other people. Like other people's opinions weren't more important than theirs.
Right.
They trusted themselves with their intuition. They trusted they were empowered with their choices and not giving their power away and other people being more important.
Yeah, no, I got that. Now, real quick, to jump back to a little bit of the chaos that you were talking, I don't need personal inside stuff. That's yours to keep. But with that chaos, did you find that it fueled more activity for you? Or did it make it so you could shut it off? Because for me, I could run and hide because I was scared with what was happening at my home. Yeah, and I would hide. But that's when I met my grandmother because of that chaos.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. Interesting.
And Kerry, does that pass on to your other siblings though? Like, all right, you set your boundaries of what's going on. Do they try to like pass it on to your family members?
So that's interesting. So on my podcast the last 2 weeks, I had my mom on last week, and yesterday I had my sister on. So my sister and my brother are also sensitive. My brother will tease and joke and not take ownership of it, testosterone, you're just a crazy person and not want to talk about it. But he's also the one that saw UFO something behind the barn, and we saw red eyes in the field behind the house. We had some weird stuff with these owls like we just had weird stuff, and my sister still has stuff happen. Her kids have stuff happen. She doesn't want it. She'll if she's having an experience, she'll like go see Carrie Lynn. Carrie Lynn does this full time. I don't want it,
Well, and that's what's funny about this. Remarkable is what I should use for a better word. This is so hereditary.
Yeah.
So hereditary, and more so than it's discussed in general public or even on TV shows or whatever. Very rarely, for me, as prominent as it is, you would think it would be more of a conversation. about how hereditary it is.
So 18 years ago, when I had my first podcast, it was for parenting kids who were intuitive. It was all about supporting families because my kids were younger. They were having experiences. I would, it can change how things were as a kid, but determined to make it different for my kids with their experiences, right? And so that was the podcast that I had.
Right.
Parenting kid, like the parenting course that I started 18 years ago was the one that I was busiest with when I was having my kids. And it was for helping parents. And most of the times it was helping the parents remember to honor their intuition in order to support their kids.
Right. Because you got to, I mean, as I knew as a child, and I don't mean to speak about myself. I'm just speaking with my experience with what you're saying. Me running back, my grandmother showed up 3 nights in a row in my bedroom. She waited for me in the same spot, you know. And the 3rd night, she ended up sitting on the bed, rubbing my hair, telling me, "Richard, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay." And I'm like, "Oh," but I'm running to my mother. You don't exactly get validation.
No.
At 2 a.m. when you're banging on the door and there's stepdad's in there, and you're like, "There's a lady in my room." You're like, this kid's already tripping. He's only 7. How did he get your acid, honey? You know what I mean? Like, they don't exactly validate for you, right?
No, well, see, but we do it different for our kids, though, right? So, like with my kids, I was like lining up pictures of family members at different ages and saying, "Who did you see last night?" And the kids would go, "It was this guy, but he had this like facial hair at the time." So like they were able to identify without me giving them the answer, right? So like having that discernment.
Right, which is kind of what you do now, though, with like this Friday mornings, and you're holding something in your hand, and then you I'm always so afraid to lock into that stuff. You know, I used to do some, like I did a couple of house readings for people that knew, like my aunt knew, God rest her soul. She knew, and she would say, "Hey, Richie," she was like my best friend in the whole world. So she had me do this reading, and that's when I get really scared and nervous. Like, am I going to be right? Oh my God. You know that feeling, right?
Well, it's fun.
Not now, but you might have.
No, I still do. I still will get panicky before a big event and go, "I hope the dead folks show up." You know?
Hope they don't ruin everything again. That'll be twice.
Couple of good stories to start off, just in case, you know. But I mean, they always show up because we're being of service for something bigger than ourselves, right? So ego moves out of the way, and you're just doing your job and being of service. But I find, I don't even know where, squirrel in my ball. I don't know where I'm going now, but yeah.
No, but that's what, for me, it was, I got used to the feeling that I was supposed to have when I was on.
Yeah. It's definitely a feeling. Oh, I know where I was going. I used to get asked to go to the spiritualist church to give like a little talk and share messages and stuff like that from spirit. And there was an older guy that used to go, and he came up to me and he said, like, "You're one of my favorite people, one of my favorite mediums to get to listen to and give messages. You just go, and somebody will tell you no, and you go, and you just keep going."
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm a single mom with a bunch of kids, or if I'm just like, I'm on a roll, so we're just gonna keep going, right?
Yeah. Look, bird.
Girl.
So, Carrie Lynn, I mean, since being with Richie on, doing what we're doing, and I'm starting to learn, like, not just Bigfoot, but also, like, he tells me stories about, the mediumship and stuff like that. Have you been to, I don't know, like, let's just say like a restaurant or anything that you felt like high energy, like you didn't feel comfortable? They're like, "Oh my God, I don't think I can hang here because it's just a little too much and I'm not in the mood for it." I don't know if it's a restaurant, somebody else's house. Have you had like, those really, I'd say more of a scary moment?
And then I approached the manager and asked them if I can do an event there.
Yes. Whoever the businesswoman.
Yeah. It's how Dining with the Dead came to be.
Right? Yes. They want me here, sir.
Yeah.
Totally normal. This is totally average day
Well,
for me.
it shifted too. Like honestly, Dining with the Dead is an event that I do, and
I know. Yeah.
I set it out to originally when I started doing it 13, 14 years ago, it was at venues that had a haunted history because it added that element to it, right? And then it shifted out. So it's kind of come full circle, and I have 2 venues that are definitely haunted. But now I bring like all the paranormal equipment and teach people about it. Why does it work the way that it works, and how can you tell like between the false positives and actually working? And just, I mean, it's not data research when we're doing it at a restaurant because everything could potentially affect it that's around. People's got their cell phones on and everything, but they can still learn about it and have fun with it.
Yeah.
At that event before I, while they're eating, before I start doing the gallery messages, and that has just been through the roof. Like it's so much fun. It's a lot of fun. So
No, I could see that, and that's the great way. Like even with Sasquatch, with people that don't believe or they haven't had experiences, Wojo and I have been able to organically even, and I would match it up with what you're saying because that's your world and this is ours. That we have found that teaching the research or the ways of research, right?
Yeah.
And we learn plenty from people there. Trust me, we're not just teaching because we think we know everything. We're just saying, hey, this is what we do, and try to use this piece of equipment like this. Or sometimes you want to validate by doing this. And I learned that from the paranormal world when I was a paranormal researcher. So
it all blends. It all goes together. The paranormal stuff, the mediumship, the cryptids, like it's all. You can't just do a sliver of it. It all eventually
intertwines.
Yeah,
it intertwines. And I got a couple things real quick. I think it was Sparky brought it up. Is there a way briefly that you could tell everybody, but in case they leave or whatever the case might be, what is there a verbal, like I know how I kind of should do it, but again, I don't do it, to set your boundaries? Is there something
no intention? You can cuss if you want and use salty words. They're not going to care. It's setting your intention. This space is off limits, and then is in your own belief system and whatever you do. If you clear the energy of your house or whatever way feels right for you, or your belief system and calling those people in, but it's just words. You are not allowed, and and asking your divine team, whoever they are, flying spaghetti monster, doesn't matter, whatever it is,
right?
They're watching over your space while you're sleeping, and they're not allowed to move until you tell them to.
Yeah. And it's funny when you say that. I had an incident in Carver, and Maddox was very sensitive as a child, and he had a friend named Jackson, and strangely enough, right, Wojo? And he one night was screaming from the other room, and Jessica was there, and newly dating. my 3-year-old screaming from the other room. I get up and run in there, and I go, what is wrong? What's wrong? Books all over the place. He goes, Jackson hit me. And I said, why would Jackson hit you if he's your friend? He goes, and then he points up and he goes, because the man told him to. And I'm like, yo, where you going? Dinner ain't even ready yet. Idiot kid. But that's what he said. So one night when he always slept with me. I was a single dad, and he climbed into bed and blah, blah, blah. He goes, Daddy, the man's here. And I said, oh, the man's here, huh? And I go, well, where is he? And he points to the foot of the bed. And I'm like, son of a bitch, So I kind of get up and I'm like telling him, listen, me and my son, allowed in this area, go find somewhere else to stand, blah, 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 right? And if I get a little rowdy, I'd get up to St. Michael or something, and really I'm boxing with him, and, if I had to get to that point. And then I start sinking into REM. I start sinking into REM, and the Max goes to sleep, and I go trying to get up. That part of REM where you're trying to wake up. You're like, I try to wake. Right. I don't want to be here right now. I got to reset. I want to reset. So I try to get up, and I couldn't spin. I couldn't move. And then all of a sudden, I felt 10 digits on my calves because I'm a belly sleeper.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so he was kind of pressing down on my calves, like holding me there. And I remember I finally swung up and I got loose, and boy, did I let him have it. And when I jumped up, I had this metal spiral stairs. He was standing over there underneath the stairs. Like he knew he pissed me off. It was a true story. And it was a shadow. And he had a fedora and this long like coat on and like an old overcoat type thing. And he was just standing there while I went off. I mean, I went off. I was pissed. I was not happy. That got me prompt. I don't use sage. I'm not totally huge on in that sense, but I sage because I feel it's temporary. You know,
sometimes sage is like pot for ghosts.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, man.
You need to chill out.
It does. Sometimes it just mellows them out, but doesn't get rid of them. So.
No. And that's why I always, in that situation, I felt it was good because, it's 2 a.m. I want to go to sleep. I don't need your digits on my damn calves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was not happy about that. So I actually got it more in depth the next day. As far as reading, but anyways, that's the same.
For the kids too, and I find it super interesting when we're in the same space as our kids through the night, but our kids are having the experience, but we're not seeing what they're seeing, and that happens, right? You put 10 mediums in a room, and we're all going to pick up differently. So, we're not always going to have the same experience that our kids are having in that moment. So it's giving them those tools too, and telling them you're in charge. This is your bedroom, your space.
Yep. And
we would not let somebody breathe down our back in the grocery aisle while we're waiting to check out, like we'd be telling them, back up, dude. And same thing with the folks in spirit.
Yeah. And I have a phrase now that I use even in life itself, but it means so much more to my kids because they get it now. I always say you need to own your environment.
Yeah.
Like own your environment, like bedroom and stuff like that. If they're nervous or scared, you need to own your environment. And I try to teach them that. From a very young age, own your environment. Now, Joshua, my rainbow baby, who came into the world after Jack, he's spooky good. Like he says things, and he's 2, and he's not supposed to be saying the things that he says, just for age, age wise.
Yeah.
But knowledge wise, you're like,
But they remember being in spirit, right?
That's
when they're that little. Like the night terrors and stuff start more like age 3, just over 3. That's when those night terrors, because then they're astral traveling so much when they're sleeping.
Well, he's getting some more now. He's been sitting up.
So
I turned on the switch. I didn't read the damn switch.
Yeah. But this is when you can, because they're 2, it's such a weird thing, right?
Yeah.
So you can talk to them like you're talking to their higher self, and there's no flying around with Jack tonight. There's no flying around with Grandma tonight. You are a little kid, and we need to like you in the morning at breakfast. So it's just sleep time, and really, talk to them like their higher self and not like they're 2.
Right.
And they won't travel. They won't go. And it's really explaining like they're going to that in between place where people are having to have accountability for their thoughts and actions here. So it's an icky spot, and that's where those night terrors are happening, right? So you have to tell them, if you're going to fly around on a Saturday night, you go from here to 9th level where Grandma's at and the angels are singing, and this is where you go.
Now, would you say it like that? And I know what you mean metaphorically.
I say it that way.
Right. So I was one of the kids that had the heavy dreams of flying through my neighborhood, and like I could see all my friends sleeping, and every nook of my, like I was literally flying.
Yeah,
and
I had kids like that.
Oh, okay. So, and I would explain, I didn't know this stuff. So, and I would explain to my friends the next day that I was like flying over their house.
Yeah.
They're like,
why is there a one-eyed bat flying over my house?
You leave my one eye alone. Right? It's my mafia name. Just kidding. Yeah, so that's a thing.
Yeah,
that's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I tried to tell him it was a thing. Nobody thinks. Yeah. And now I'm more seasoned with life. No, everybody's like, "Oh, that's a thing. That's a Richie thing. That's what they're worried about. They don't want to go near the Richie." You all right? You okay, buddy? You okay? Did we almost lose him? Is he okay?
I did.
He coughed.
Oh, yeah.
He's good?
He's good.
All right, Kerry says you're good. Hey, is it the same as mind reading?
No.
Yeah,
The
see?
mediumship?
Yeah, like all of it combined.
No,
It's two
it's
different
two
things,
separate
right?
things, right?
Mm,
Like psychic and mediumship are two separate things, and you can be both. You,
mm,
you can be both,
mm.
but psychically, you're picking up energetically kind of like this way, right? Like you're
Yes.
picking up off of them this way.
Yeah.
Mediumship is coming from above. It live your frequency raises up higher, and
Mm.
you are receiving in. It's different.
Yeah, no, it is different. Now, do they both use the mind's eye or the inside eye or however you want to explain it?
Everybody works differently.
So yeah, but they can, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So you've never walked through the mall and you knew some guy thought you were hot or something. You weren't like, oh, that guy thinks I'm hot.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I can pick up all that stuff. I had this
Can you
girl-
really?
Oh yeah. I had this lady. This is a while ago, and she was kind of. I'd be mindful, trying to not step into a big pile of poo, but I'm probably heading there anyway.
Come on down.
Yeah. Well, like I think they call them like assholes. So they're asking the same stuff over and over again, but not wanting to change or take ownership of accountability to make the outcome differently, right? So it's
Right.
the same stuff over and over again. And I went,
Right.
there's no point in having these sessions if you're asking me the same stuff over and over again. You have to have accountability, and this is why, and this is what's happening. And I heard her to tell me to F off in her head. And as soon as I called her out, and it was like her eyeballs got really big. I just heard you tell me to F off, and I'll still sleep fine tonight. Like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I see, that would be something that would be great for like all kinds
Well,
of
it's kind of funny, like, and I've joked around with people about like getting on the dating sites. It's interesting, right? So it's like cheater, scammer. Let's play with this one. It's good, but not good.
I didn't even get to this part of the show in my head yet. This is definitely one part I wanted to touch on, like mind blowing, right? Patrick has a question. What are the night terrors a product of?
So, from my understanding, the night terrors are the kiddos are traveling around. They're it's like astral traveling, but their soul is doing that nighttime work and going to that place where that dimensional space where people are working out their stuff, people that are doing those reviews, the people that are not wanting to elevate on the other side, that are stuck, that did icky stuff. So they're kind of tapping into that space and not going to those higher levels.
Interesting. Sparky, I can see the Facebook questions coming in, but it's from my page, not I'm sorry, from my Banter page, not my personal. So I did see his question, but I like to try to fit them in when they fit.
So Kurt, like if you're doing that, if you're wanting to do that work, then it's like setting that intention that you're going to those higher dimensional spaces, not lower, not fourth dimension. You want to go up high.
Up high? What you
ninth dimension and up.
Is it? What do you mean? Like a less chaotic, or like?
Yeah, it's just a higher frequency where those higher vibrating, like love and unconditional gratitude, and where those angels are, not where people who are still trying to figure out their life lessons after they've passed, right? Having to relive and understand the pain that they inflicted. So they are watching those life reviews and feeling all of that pain. And then your kiddo shows up seeing all the ick.
Yes. So and you could set your intentions to go there, correct? Yeah. You're saying? So in other words, like through meditation?
Oh, he was talking about how, you can, for sure. You can do that through meditation for sure. Yeah. But I mean, telling our kiddos to do that so they don't have those night terrors.
And kids as well.
Yeah, because Kurt was saying he used to have night terrors.
I saw that, yeah. What the hell just happened? Don't be messing with my screen, people. My screen just went black. Oh boy, it's like I'm out in the woods. It's like, oh, you're reconnecting. Benno says he gets a vibe rather than specifics, which is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Psychic as opposed to medium.
Yeah.
So do you think that's why mediumship and I didn't feel comfortable? I don't know. That's just a thought. I felt weird there. I felt out of place there.
Well, it's not everybody's thing.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't my thing.
And is it the weight of the responsibility of it, like people wanting to help you, and what we feel is not like yesterday. By the end of the week, I was in the fetal position, not wanting anymore. Like I was done of
Yeah.
the things that I see, and I'm feeling all of this stuff. So
That's deep.
It
the energy
is a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of kids this week, which was hard. And you're feeling how people die. And on a really busy week, like the kids get it, right? So my kids, unfortunately, are my go-to people because that's it for me, right? Like I got my kids. So I died like 9 times.
Oh shit! That's funny because that's an angle you just don't think of. You look great, Ma.
I don't look great after that. I don't, and they know it, right? And I joke around like I'm so tired, like I'm not even like because I'm coming down from feeling all of that stuff, and I just need that little bit of space. And we had talked about that, so it takes so much energy. And I jokingly say that it's kind of like Al Bundy, Homer Simpson mashup, right? I just want to be drooly on the couch,
right,
comfortably at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you've talked about that coming out of events and stuff where you kind of get home and you just need 48 hours just to shut everything off and just be still.
Yeah.
Recharge in a sense, and not even just recharge, but get back to level, then recharge.
Yeah. And I've gotten better telling people that, like after especially after big events, right? Like you're talking and I'm not registering.
You're not grabbing.
No.
Yeah, it's not grabbing. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be rude. It's just like trying to get grounded and centered again.
But you know what? It's funny, and people, unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand. But if like with this crew, right? Well, all of us here, and like we would understand. You know what I mean? We would understand. Like we would say, "Oh, yep, she's a little bit off. Let's go for a walk." You know what I mean? Like just let right? Just let her do her thing. There's a lot of people that do understand. You could see it. And I attribute it. I think Wojo and I had a little conversation, maybe slightly like this when I got zapped.
Oh yeah, I remember when you talked about that.
Yeah, when I got zapped, and it was very similar to doing the psychic readings, like the house reading that time. I was pretty tired after that old
a hangover.
It was like a hangover. It was so weird and flat and mundane, and I was just like,
totally.
No energy. Like literally, I remember I was driving to the doctor to get blood work done because I didn't know what was happening to me. Like it was so wild, and then after that it happened again. I'm like, oh yeah, how you doing? Like I was fine. I knew what it was. I knew 3.5, 4 days in I'd be fine. Well, somebody actually asked a look. What is it? Oh, here we go. These guys are great, by the way. The audience, they're always on top of stuff. Great. What difference from human energy and cryptid energy? And is there a divide from shadow people? How do you differentiate from each one? Can you pick out the different ones?
But we all can, right?
I think so.
Like it's just a frequency and a vibe. When you get a bad vibe from somebody, or I talk about it this way too. You have your turkey dinner and you're in the turkey coma on the couch and you're in that half asleep place. Which kind of what family members walking into the room because their vibe. Which kids just walked into the room when you're half asleep, like you just know. So the frequency of the people that are crossed over feel differently individually because we each have a unique frequency. So cryptids have a unique frequency. Angels have a different frequency. Like everything has a different frequency. And shadow beings are a whole other realm of frequency as well too. They all do. They all have a difference, and especially the more that you expose yourself to it, you just know.
Yes.
Yes, no, and that's where you have to just trust it and not worry if everybody else is going, yeah, no, because you've experienced it and exposed yourself to it so much.
Yes, I think even Wojo has come a long ways with.
You would, because you're putting yourself in that position and in that experience over and over, and you may not want to say that it's an intuitive ability. You don't have to call it that, whatever word fits your comfort level, but it will grow, and it will just from hanging out with Richie too, because it's like a bad rash, and it does. This does.
I'm over.
Wow.
I'm over here. She's talking. I'm walking over to the ledge over here by the building. I'm like this. Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm ready for it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Whee! Off he goes. Yeah, that was well placed. But it's funny because you put it in a way that all my friends and family can understand. I always say, everybody, I grow on you like fungus. My mother took years to get used to it. Trust me. But no, Wojo, before you go, can I say one, not go like leave, but go talk? I was
about to leave.
Thank God. No, seriously, like I almost fell over in the woods when he goes, oh my God. And he's holding up his forearms and he goes, because I knew they were there. So, but he goes, oh my God. Like I got goosebumps all over my body and I'm freezing. My hair's standing up. And he's like that. I'm going,
Well, yeah.
happens to me every time, bro. Like, really? No,
And-
like what she's saying, that wasn't like that before.
Yeah, for sure. And changing the words we use. If you said truth bumps, right? You start saying truth bumps instead of goosebumps. Goosebumps will write it off like that. It's like a cold spot, wind blew or something, and you try to switch it off. But if you say truth bumps every time, it's truth bumps, then you're taking it's like taking ownership. So I think sometimes changing the words we use helps us trust our intuition more too.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to learn, coming out in these woods and feeling this like energy, you got, to me, it's either heavy or it's positive or excitement. I still haven't really felt that danger energy. Like, maybe like a respectful, like, I think we need to move away, because we don't want to disrespect the energy that's out here, but I'm starting to learn as I go. And actually, me and Richie, we never had this like big discussion on it, but I've had like different moments where I'm like, wow, I feel excited. Like you're a little antsy and whatever. And when you're starting to hear things around you, we know that they're there. We know they're walking, but I'm like, I think it was yesterday, Rich. I was like I was like showing him he's talking, I'm showing him, I go, dude, I'm getting this energy. It's like, it just flows right through your body, and it's kind of killing. Well, except for now, I got a big lightning storm here. Just when I did that, boom! That's right, I got the energy.
If you have a family unit, right? If there's a family, if there's a community of Sasquatch on your property and their community, right? Maybe there's they get irritated because their kids are being asshats during the day, no different than us, and they're like, now here come them. They just want to, they've had a moment and just want to have their cigarette.
Here comes Wojo in that rash.
Maybe you're picking up on their vibe,
Rich, I forgot the gold bond.
Yeah, sorry. No, that's a great point, because
it's a great point.
like that. And and I've been in tune with them from the start, from my property to where we're researching now, which is only 2.5 miles away, which is nothing really in the grand scheme of things, and definitely in their scheme of things, it's nothing. But we feel that they dwell here more than anything. Or anywhere, you know what I mean? The other places are kind of where they kind of go out and get food or whatever. It could be vacation over here and food over there, or living room over there, or upstairs over there to them. We're in there. We feel that we're in their community, and it is a family as far as I'm concerned. Just because the physical toe size, foot sizes that we find, is we believe 4, and one's fairly new.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
remember
Rich,
Yeah.
so going back to, well, maybe before I started going on the woods with you, that energy then and the energy now, I mean, what would you say? Like, obviously it's got to be a huge difference of nervous to excitement. You know, what I'm saying is that there's a relationship being built
Yeah.
here with these spirits, with the Satanias, and you know, have you noticed a change? I mean, I'm sure, but if you want to explain to people the change of your energy, of the moments of their energy through you from the beginning to now, because I see a difference through you, believe it or not.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking about you, like the energy, the energy wise, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I feel sometimes I feel like I'm their beacon at times. You know what I mean? I do. That's why I think I get a little more frantic than everybody else, because my body's going, everybody's like, get closer. I'm like,
Yeah. Yes.
oh, wait a minute, time out.
Yeah.
And I know when it's time to go. I know when it's time to step over here. I know when go ahead.
Do you think that they're sending that vibe off to you? So that's what I feel they're able to do, right? They're giving you, okay, now we're done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we need to go.
Right. And so in the world of it's like research, right? And not everybody, but some people are like, don't irritate them, don't piss them off. But I'm like, it's not that. It's not irritation or piss them off. I'd already be dead if that was the case.
Exactly.
It's okay. You're in their house, and it's time for them to go eat. It's time for them to go to bed. Time to get the
Yes.
kids ready for
Exactly.
bed. It's time for them to hunt, whatever it might be. And they're letting me know graciously as opposed to ripping me apart. And they know that I know, in a sense, where I get a different vibe than they like goosebumps. Don't talk to me. All right, stop. So just kidding. Here's my thing with them. I feel that I'm dealing with a primitive human on a higher frequency level that's closer to the primates, as we are all primates, but I feel that they're closer to them, but they're on a higher frequency level. Kind of like yourself, you have more abilities on the surface. I feel they have more abilities.
Agreed.
And I've tried to tell people this, and they are kind of looking at me like I'm nuts, and that's okay. We are nuts. We're looking for something in the woods that don't want to be found, and they might not ever let us find them. But that's okay. There's such an interesting subject that I just want to know more. And I want to know why they came to me. Why are they at my house when there's 6 houses down the street and nobody's over here saying, hey, yeah, they approached me as well. None of them did that.
Right, because your frequency matched theirs.
Interesting.
Well, kind of like what one of the elders said, Elder Bedison Bearclaw, that you're marked.
That's the way she would put it in. So saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe is what you're saying, the same thing,
right?
In a sense, and that's one of the terms that go around as marked. Whereas to Carrie Lynn, it's matching frequencies, and that would be the difference. So, because that's what that's what kept me up at night when I was doing this by myself. I'm like, why me? Les is right there. He was my neighbor, and I'm like, the Browns are right there. I don't understand. I'm like, why didn't they go see the Browns? The Browns, you know what I mean? like I'm laying here like that. And then I would say to my brother, I believe Bigfoot lives in my backyard. He goes, yeah, okay, yeah. And I'd be like, did you hear what I said? He goes, yeah, I'm not surprised. Have you not seen your life, Rich? If you didn't have ADD, you could actually have written 5 books by now. You know what I mean? Like, Like I've looked for ghostwriters, and they're like, no, we good. You know what I mean? But it's just it's a funny thing to try to grasp, because I am a humble human too, in a sense where I'm not like, oh, Bigfoot loves me. You know what I mean? I'm not. That ain't. It's quite overwhelming, is what it is at times.
Right. That's how I feel about this too.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a weight of responsibility attached to it.
Oh my God.
Because we want to do it right for them, and that's what I appreciate about how you guys approach it, is because you're
Thank
being
you.
respectful of them. You
Correct.
know, like you are gaining something from this, but it's not really. This is about community and figuring out how to coexist with them, and they're meeting you halfway.
Right. And it comes back to the teaching thing, right?
Yeah,
It comes back to the teaching thing.
yeah,
And I think we have that responsibility
yeah,
with each situation that we're in or life that we
yeah,
live. We all really do have a reason to teach.
yeah,
And if everybody kind of turned inward a little bit, and not in a selfish manner, but in a teaching manner, you
yeah,
would know exactly what you're supposed to be doing here. And I,
yeah. Be open. Be open to still being
yeah,
teachable. Being open that we're still learning. I'm still learning.
right. And that's right. And that's what I try to say, is that like we have all this team on the side. They're all virtual. They're all virtual researchers with us. Oh, hang on, everybody. Big Andy says goodnight, everybody. He's headed to the VIP dinner with Ronnie LeBlanc. LeBlanc. Oh,
Hey,
I'm
I'll go
sorry,
into
Big
the
Andy. Hey,
VIP.
Big Andy, while you're there, could you have Ronnie ask you if you would be on the Banter with Richie B show? That'd be great. Thanks, Big Andy.
And
Thanks.
pass the croutons.
Yeah, bigger than yesterday. Bigger than yesterday, Andy. Yeah. Okay, Big Andy. VIP-ing, huh? All right. No, we love Andy. Andy deserves everything amazing in his life. He's a great dude, great friend. I just love him. So that's interesting because because a lot of times I have things in the woods. We all have them in the woods together. Everybody, the team, and everything. We're all on the same level. And
Yeah.
I'm bringing it in the woods, and I could possibly die, and they could just turn the phone off and go eat a sandwich. But I've never felt like I was gonna. No, that's not true. I was very scared, but I didn't feel. I didn't feel like I was gonna die. Do I sound like a squirrel on Red Bull right now?
Yeah.
I I didn't feel like I was gonna die. I did have fear when I was first flanked by two
Agree.
of them, and
Yeah.
then three. I had fear. I didn't feel like they were gonna kill me though. I felt like they were like, "Is this the one you're talking about? Yeah, this is him. Yeah, that's the one you're talking about. This guy here?" And they were like, "Yeah, this is him. Yeah, that's him. He's kind of an idiot, though. You know what I mean? Why is he still being
Right.
funny?"
Well, it would be intimidating, right?
Yeah, I
It
mean,
would super be intimidating. And then on the left brain side of it,
mhm,
it's like, what time of day was it? Was what part of the month was it? Is
mhm,
it cyclical when they're kind of coming out together? Like you
mm.
Mm.
start to try to figure out that side of it.
Yeah, no, it
Well,
was.
it's like playing with the known and unknown.
Mm,
Like
Yeah.
for Richie and for me too. In that sense, like, okay, we know that they're there, but we don't know what's going to happen. But I'm not like, and I agree with him. I mean, I'm not afraid we're going to die. They could have done that a long time ago. But it's what's I I can just see that they probably never communicated with the Americans, meaning us white people or any other people.
And that's where
And
I would go. What did I do to piss them off? Did I walk did I walk left when I should have walked right? Did
yes.
yeah,
I not say hello, goodbye? And did I not introduce myself properly today?
Have you
You
been
know?
ever been out Bigfooting?
Have I ever been? No.
Have you ever have you ever felt like you communicated with a Bigfoot before by accident?
By accident.
Well, that's why I said by accident.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, take that, Kerry Lynn.
Yeah. Hanging head and shades. Yes. So I think I shared this story with you though, right? Like there was the potential of a sighting behind where my dad and stepmom live, outside of Sault Ste. Marie. And when I asked him, you think they'll take, like, will somebody take me out there? And that was what he said. Do you want to die? And I'm like, as long as somebody's got the camera rolling, like
Sounds like you
yeah,
got it.
yeah, yeah.
just keep the camera rolling. So
Keep it rolling.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, no. It's definitely something that I want on my bucket list of things to
Mhm.
do, but sometimes it's hard to fit other things into my schedule.
Yeah, but can you communicate Well, I know you can, but I guess if specifically
Remote viewing wise, I would love to try to tap into your Sasquatch remote viewing from here.
Oh. Now, when you say remote viewing, you're not talking like us, the other silly humans that wear stuff.
No.
No. We're talking psychic ability.
Dr. Xavier from X-Men.
Yes.
Well, actually,
Can you imagine that?
you've been on our lives before, Carrie Lynn, right?
Yeah.
She's popped in.
Have you like felt like certain things? Like, yeah.
And I don't mean to, right? So this is part of the problem because I don't always show up places because I know, like, even if you try to tune stuff out, sometimes it's just going to slip in and you don't want to insert yourself
Right.
when it's not your lane.
But especially if they have a higher frequency coming at you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You could, all right. So we have like Elder Medicine Bear Claw. She kind of teaches us the Native American ways and how they've dealt with what they call the Satanya for many, many years. You know what I mean? So, they, different rituals and words and different, we got tobacco that's blessed that we spread on the earth to give back to them. And, so they have a different type of respect in a way, like you could always advise, on the side anytime you want. So is there something that stands out during our investigations maybe that you could remember that you caught?
I've only caught 2, so I'm not going to say that there's anything in particular, but
2.
I know that right before you have mentioned feeling stuff off to the side, I was like, oh, it's coming. And then there it was, right?
So you knew, okay. All right. So at least I know I'm right at in the right spot in myself, within myself.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I you don't want to be the guy that's like, everybody follow me. I can feel them.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
No, it's just but for Rick. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait.
I see Damien's question.
I'm getting there. Jeepers, everybody yelling.
So I wouldn't just go traipsing in. I would ask if I have permission first, and you'll get a feeling if you're allowed in or not.
To the Sasquatch.
If you were going to remote view or tap in, there really is a respect that still has to happen.
Right.
Do I have permission to come into this space? Because energetically, they would feel me beforehand, and they could walk me and not walk me there.
I have stopped in the woods and held a tree and meditated and spoke in that sense to them.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hey, it's me, RichiebB, you know what I mean? And, and it at first it's kind of weird, but then I get really comfortable with it. Oh my God, it's like second nature. Oh, look at TKB.
So TKB. Yeah, exactly. So, and they do that.
Oh, so it's him sitting in a cabin, remote viewing me.
Back.
He was messing with you, bro.
I know a number of intuitive people that do connect in telepathically with Sasquatch as well.
And we've discussed it. Yeah, no, we've discussed it. We're open to anything respectful to where we're not going to harm or disrespect. Yeah. And believe it or not, that's a vast world with that statement. You have plenty to work with without being an asshole or a jerk or trying to be violent or hateful.
We say the same thing, that there is a sense of community. It is not intimidating. It's a sense of community, and there's a willingness, but they are giving permission, right? Like you had to wait until you were given permission to be a part of that community.
Oh, yeah, we know that, don't we, Woj?
Yeah.
We have earned things on different levels, to be quite honest with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is different levels. It is run by us. It is flank us. Remember, when's the last time we've been flanked, Woj? I can't remember. We've graduated that.
Yeah.
Then they started running by us.
But do you go backwards if you bring different people with you?
Well, I have to tell them on the way in by myself and nobody's listening that these are my friends and that it's safe that they're with me and I wouldn't just bring anybody.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. Whether that helps or not, I don't know. I feel it does. You know?
I would probably consider myself people would say you're a non-believer as of like spirits, whatever. I mean, I really believe in. It took me a long time to really believe, but I just noticed Ghost Girls I love the tree hug. I thought it was crazy. You think it's crazy. And I'm like, oh, that's not me and this and that. But believe it or not, I truly did meditate and, you hug the tree. And I'll tell you, seeing the results and, I'll go, ha, that's how they talk. And Rich will go, blah, blah. In that time, Rich, we're right by the huts. And then he had 2 soft knocks, acknowledgement, because I was telling them, we're here as your friend. We would like to talk to you. Can you please give us, just communicate. And then I go, ha, and then Richie goes, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, tap, tap. And I have it on my video and audio. And it blew my mind because I did get zapped. Actually, just before that, my ear started ringing up to my right. My chest started getting, tightened. And I was just like, oh, here we go again, Rich.
Yeah,
and
that's
Rich
what he
goes,
was saying to me.
Rich just calmly goes, just hug the tree and talk to them. And so, I said, listen, I hope no disrespect. I respect you. I respect your home, all that. And then we're just here to communicate, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, getting that acknowledgement. And we have more acknowledgement after that. With something else.
Yeah.
And you felt better.
Yes.
And you felt better. You're like, I cannot believe that worked, he said to me.
So, okay. But that's a huge learning curve. And I feel more people are getting to that place of understanding that we are connected to everything.
Right.
The grass, the trees, the creek, like we have to be respectful of all of it. And I believe Sasquatch is. So the more that we are tapping into everything around us and having respect, right? And being respectful of the land and what's on the land, and the more that we do that, the more that we tap into the frequencies of the tree and of the creek and of the grass, we're going to be able to tap into them even more.
Right. Because as we say, as me and Richie will, tell the audience, listen, this is their backyard. This is their home.
Yep.
And we're still guests. So to be, you want to be that good neighbor and, get that invite in. And that's why we have the gifting chair and give them offerings and things like that, because we're seeing so much results over the past year, like stronger relationships with them. And it's because we're like, I'm like calm as a cucumber. Like, like a few investigations ago, I mean, I think it was a possible either a tree or a branch break that was thrown, because it sounded like I heard leaves. So, and I'm starting to lean more towards what Richie was saying during the live, that was something was thrown. Where I heard that, I thought, it stepped on something and then slid on the leaves. But I just feel like they're coming closer to us to really, like, how are we? Like, get to really like get closer. I'm talking about not from afar, but getting a lot closer in the dark. I'm sorry, it's during nighttime.
20 to 30 feet.
So when you hear like these heavy, like, breaks and things like that, like, we're not going to go, all right, let's run. No, it's like, okay.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think it's time to
I'm
go.
that way with ghosts too, though. If there's something happened down there, I'm running at it. That's why we're here. Like, I'm not gonna go there at the other way. But I mean, our relationships, even for the people who don't have Sasquatch in their backyard, but for people to have relationships with their environment, their own backyard, having relationships with the trees in your yard, in your neighborhood, like being more connected to the land around us and understanding what those relationships are, will help them be more in tune with those higher frequencies. Understanding what our land needs, understanding what our community needs, and our community, including the cryptids or spirits.
Yeah, beings in general. I mean, again, we're all energy, all frequency, and it's just you have to respect that frequency. That's the way it is. That's the way, I've always kind of seen it, and like I said, at first I thought, the very first initial thing was, something is physically walking around in my backyard. That's kind of scary. And then it was funny because it was like something kind of came over me over time that I was comfortable with it. And that my first initial reaction was to talk to it. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
My name's Rich. You know what I mean?
But that's comfortable for us too. It helps us ease any little fears, right?
A little bit of both, yeah.
Yep, gonna win you over with my personality, or
Yeah. Everybody loves
push
me.
you off, one or the other.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Hope he didn't talk to one of my 2 ex-wives. There's still a chance here. So do you think? All right. So you had mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
How do you feel about connecting to them, like now? Is that something you can do? You think? Is that like? Can you just do that?
Like, you want me to do my job?
No, I don't want you to do your job. I want you to hang out with RichiebB. I'm just asking you. So can you? I'm just saying, like, you can do my job. No,
I was like, okay,
no.
what's going on?
I'm still caught up in the fact that you could be here and them be there, which is 7 minutes from my house, and you can remote view them.
So
I want to know. I'm interested in how that works.
Okay, so remote viewing is something that happens even with every session that I do.
Right, right, but well, that's true, and you're not always right in front of them. Sometimes you're on the phone with them.
No. So okay, when I'm doing a session for a client, whether it's on the phone or like this, right, where I'm seeing them, I have this structure that I want.
Gotcha.
Right? So I've got a structure. Part of that structure is asking their people in spirit if they're hanging out with their loved ones here.
Gotcha.
Can they show me where they're hanging out with them? So then I get like the whole layout of a house, what the property looks like. They're showing me how they're hanging out with them. So that's what that would be like for me. If I was tapping in that way, tapping into that frequency and asking if I have permission to tap in, and do they want to talk, and do they want to show me what they're seeing? And it's like seeing from their point of view.
Right. So without seeing them, the particular person or being, that's what I'm saying. Because that's why because when people have this image of psychic energy or psychics, they feel that they got to touch, talk, right? See, right? You feel that you have to do that, right, in order to connect. That's what I'm saying. I can't produce a Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Well, can you look at Wojo and talk to Bigfoot by any chance? Just saying. Is there blap blap? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but that's a recording that we actually have of a linguist authenticated that it was vocalization.
Right.
And that it was like a deaf person trying to talk.
Oh,
it's like mispronunciation.
So you'll hear the ha and then the blap blap, and we actually have that on recording. It sounds almost exactly like that. It's crazy, totally nuts. I have a whole different recording now. Really.
I think I heard the other one.
Which one?
Did you not have another recording?
I might have had another recording. Which one? The ha blap blap?
Maybe that's the one I heard.
Oh. What are you hearing? Are you saying physically heard it with your own ears? This is all right. This would be very hard trying to have a conversation with a psychic. Are you talking about the here and the
Who's
now?
on first?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Who's on
I thought you were playing a vocalization that was very similar, or sounded very similar to another recording.
Is she hearing it? She might be hearing. Wojo, she could be hearing it. Don't you dare tell anybody.
Okay.
You're hearing it. That's what's happening right now. She's hearing it. She just tapped into me and she knew exactly what I was hearing.
Damn
it. Damn it.
I'm gonna write shit down and I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you after.
Yeah, that.
Just wait. Hang on, let me grab a piece of paper.
Oh God, here we go. Squirrel. Oh.
Squirrel!
Squirrel.
I do this kind of stuff a lot though. If I'm picking up stuff, and it's hard. Like,
no, I got you.
It's you don't always you don't want to be the weird one out all the time.
No.
So a lot of times when stuff.
Wow.
What the hell just happened? She's frozen. What just happened, bro?
Wow.
Bro.
Look at her face.
I know.
Wide-eyed and lips like curled up. Like, what was that?
Oh, she knows that wasn't supposed to happen.
No.
Carrie Lynn, where'd you go? Let me just set her back here. I don't want her to be sitting there like that.
Rich, I don't mean to be rude, but hold on one second.
You too? What
Yeah.
Dude, she's completely frozen. Did you guys just see that? Yeah, that good vibe, right, TKB? That's why I always clean trash and shit around the creeks and streams. Yep, good job, Kurt. What is going on? Dude, she did. She heard the recording that I've been talking about. She picked up on it, bro. Where did she go? Oh my God. She's gone. She's gone. Dude, did you see that light pop on in her face? Hang on a minute. This is crazy. Hang on. No, what? Paste what? Why is that a paste? Wait, I'm trying to... Dude. What just happened? That is not... Hang on a minute. I got to try to... I'm going to send her another link and try to get her back here. I want to make sure she's okay first and foremost, but... What the hell? Did you see it? That light came on. She was about to write it down. Oh boy, never a dull moment. All right, she saw the link. Hang on, guys. I'm just going to ask her if she needs a... Dude. All right, what is he doing? Okay, so wow. I don't... If everybody saw that reaction out of her, that was crazy. That light came popping on, dude. Maybe it's something that she can explain when she gets... I'm trying to get her back, dude. I just invited her back. But I also asked her if she needed a few minutes, and I wanted to make sure she was safe. Yeah, she sees the link, but not the comments to follow the link. Oh, my God. What is happening? Yeah, Wojo's... Oh, Wojo was back. Now he's... Oh, no. Bro.
We'll talk after. Just remind me, okay?
Oh, boy. Oh, I think I'm getting a response.
That was just weird.
She's on the way back, and then she goes, WTF.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's what she wrote.
That is like, I don't know.
Wait.
It just felt like
that was why. She's here. I don't mean to cut you off, but she's here.
Yeah. Okay.
I want that way. What just happened?
Okay. So this is what happens when weird shit starts to come in for me, right? The energy goes whoa, really big. So the first thing that happened, right? So the first thing that happened was I have like one of those big lights, like those big podcast lights, but it's stuck in the corner and I don't tend to use it, right? But the weird thing is the
we saw
light
that
turned on. So the remote, like I got to open up my desk. There's a remote that's in my desk in the drawer that's closed. And then the light came on. And then the internet went out. Like my computer just shut off. So I'm like trying to get on my phone to log back in. And there's just nothing. Just nothing. It just, so I waited it out and then it came back on.
We saw the light flying, like popped on. There's no way that it's not a remote light switch. It's not like find the sensor on the thing. It wasn't like that. It was, and it looks really brighter than a podcast studio light, by the way.
I wish I screenshot that.
Dude, it lit everything up.
Yeah, lit everything.
And you were frozen like this.
Wide-eyed, lips curled in like,
So I said, let me take her down. I don't want the world to see her like this. Wow.
But it was such a surreal moment, though, and
Yeah.
especially your reaction, as you know, when it froze, it reads you all the way. Like, wow, that's just high energy. Like, what just happened?
So I wasn't going to tap into that, right? Like all I was going to do was write down what I was seeing or what I had, the syllables. Let's put it that way.
The syllable plot, very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to know those syllables.
Yeah.
D Hoot, Texas Trigger Finger. If she makes it back, she can enlighten us on the gravestones in the woods. All right, we have gravestones that we found in this other Bigfoot area. We haven't been back there in a very long time, and D Hoot is angry at us about that.
So that I love that though. Like that's my thing. That's what I love doing. Gravestones in the bush, like pioneer cemeteries where they've been forgotten and they're like on the other side. All of that's my jive. That's where I like
she wants to know anything. We're not asking her to tap into things in a sense, guys. So
sometimes this stuff, because even people's thoughts are loud, right? So you knew that I was kind of tapping into something. So you thought about it as well too. And then it was like a yell in my head. So then I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna write stuff down that I got. And yeah, I would never invade in a space where I'm not supposed to go.
So we found the cemetery, like what was it, 4, maybe 5 plots?
I think it's 4 or 5 stones.
Yeah, out in this land, when we were doing right near where we researched, we believe they're connected.
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we believe there's been some activity in there, not as much as one person said, but we believe that we found activity in there. And then lo and behold, while we're Bigfooting, there was a little cemetery. So that was 6 to 8 months ago or something. D-Hood, how many months ago? She probably has the date, time, and second. But she's been asking for us to go back, but we've had so much success, in a sense, researching with the gifting chair that we really haven't left. So when we have time, we're like, let's go to the chair, because we both have lives and we're not able to just research constantly.
And we have talked about this.
We have talked about this. So anyway, she wants us to go back to that cemetery. And then she's saying, are you picking up on anything if I mention that cemetery, so to speak?
Is that what you were talking about before we went live?
No.
D-Hood, the thing about the headstones, there's something, what is it, Rich? Like a square structure. Like, we don't want to like go into the graves themselves, and it's tough to read. Joe, it's tough to read. It's tough to read the gravestones and to get in there.
But they want us to sketch it.
You can't sketch it. I mean, you can sketch it, but I don't want to like disrespect going in there to do that.
I think that there could be a way.
But hey, we're gonna go back in there and we're gonna check it out again, and we'll see what happens.
Well, Joe, we'll throw a hook up over a branch.
Yeah,
I'll do Mission Impossible.
And then like you have like a roller and go.
It's intention as well too. So if you're talking to them and letting them know what you're wanting to do and what you're doing, it's being respectful, right, to them.
Yeah, you could do it that way.
We'll
go back. I think we should go back there. It's been a while. Like I said, like sometimes it's just like, hey, meet me after work. You know what I mean? It's not like this big expedition either. It's like, and then when I do get time to go out, I got to take care of my responsibilities here with children, chaos, company, cars, all kinds of, and then I get to go out. You know what I mean? So, I have to do all that stuff too. So, and that site's easier to go to because you kind of know you're going to have some kind of a result. So yeah, it's hard, but we owe you a trip out there. But Kerry Lynch, that's where her question was. Was there anything that you were picking up from those?
We could, for sure.
We could?
Mm-hmm.
Are you suggesting that you're going to do your job?
Yeah, I'm writing now.
I don't. All right, listen.
I'm currently multitasking.
Oh, by the way, Rich, she's just writing down the bill. That will be.
Oh God, Venmo. No. That's up to you. I understand what she's getting at, but yeah, if you're
Right.
talking about it, can you pick up on something like that? We don't need you to. We don't need you to go in to getting your energy all worn down or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wojo will wear down your damn energy, anyways. Trust me.
She's like, nah, I don't think so.
God, exhausted.
But I will say about your energy today, though, Kerry Liz, is completely different than I've ever seen because you are so like relaxed. You're so like, just you don't get these moments to really enjoy yourself and relax and block everything out. And I see like a whole different you,
Yeah, well, on Fridays,
and just relax.
On Fridays when I do the podcast, I've done sessions or events all week, and then like I at events when there's things that feel private, right? When we're hitting stuff that's private for people, I won't do it in front of everybody. I tell everybody like really personal stuff or those kinds of traumas don't have to be everybody's entertainment, right? So I'll tell those people we'll connect later. So I give it to them later and give them like a full session so they still get that message, right? So I tend to do those on the Fridays before I do the podcast. So most times I'm working, even on the Thursday show with Laura Lee, I'm like finishing sessions and then popping right onto the podcast and kind of like in that zone. So today it's Saturday, right? So I'm like doing nothing. I'm in that on the couch with the dogs all day doing nothing.
Yeah.
It is more me. You're right. Yeah. More relaxed.
Sure. Totally. Like.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I love that. I'm glad we can, share that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And share that space with you, right?
Yeah.
Damien wants to know if the spirits ride public transportation and do they walk among us more than we think?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think so. Yeah, I've been messed with out there in public plenty of times.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, and most people, like, when you get your goosebumps, so you have that reaction. I know when people start coming through, like it's, I got this thing. I start doing this and I'm like, oh yeah, they're right behind me.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. Or a lot of this too. Like you'll start to see me rub my nose a lot. And then I've got somebody with me and usually that person is a smoker. As soon as you start seeing me do this a lot, I've got somebody with me that's a smoker.
Yeah, there's a scent. It's like every once in a while around my house, I smell cigarettes, like old 70s cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the roll your own, like that.
Oh, they're thick. Pall Malls, like thick, unfiltered. And I'm like,
on the like, let's say our lives, for an example, speaking of smell. Yesterday we had, actually 2 different smells. Actually 3. I knew I smelled this like earthly smell.
Well, we talked about that in the beginning of yes.
Yeah. Right at the very beginning. And then that bad breath that all our evidence that we had the peanut butter jars and the zinger wrappers. I mean, when you smell it, you have this distinct smell. It smells like donkey breath. It's just bad breath. And they all, what was the other one, Rich? It was like a very like skunky smell.
Oh, it was heavy, thick skunk.
But it was definitely thick.
Oh yeah, but it kept coming and going. They were moving.
Right. Yeah. So, if you were to watch the live, I mean, does that like get you going too? Like you could probably like feel and smell.
Can you pick up on that?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude. That's crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
We need that in our life.
We have to send us some funds. Watch a lot.
Yeah, more sweatshirts.
What's going on here?
No.
More sweat. We got all kinds of Wojo merchandise. We now have a Wojo bobblehead doll. She probably knows that.
Really? A bobblehead?
I think I got her.
Yeah. I have a bobblehead Sasquatch. I want a bobblehead.
She just one up me.
Yeah.
And I even threw Wojo at her. Well, not physically. That would be me strong, her pain.
Me the hoodie.
Are you trying to get me slapped?
No.
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan's question: is there superfood that can boost your abilities?
Yeah, I'm trying. I had that up, didn't I? I thought I.
Sorry.
Well, we don't want. I mean, Damien's got great questions, but it's a Damien show. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's a Damien hour. We could have a whole hour with just Damien's
There's
questions.
light foods and there are heavy foods, right? So chocolate is actually something that can open up your intuition. Lighter foods, fruits, salads, all that kind of stuff, light foods, and then those heavier foods where it will shut it down. So like that's why for the longest time I was like I would have a big event and hit Wendy's and grab a Baconator on the way home.
Love the Baconator.
Ditto.
Yeah.
But it grounds you really fast. And I'm at a place now where like I can't even eat a whole Baconator. Like I can have a couple of bites of it and it's just enough to pull me down and ground me and I'm done. Yeah. So, or a handful of like fried chips or something. Like you just need a little bit.
Yeah.
And it will shut you down.
Who's MW?
I don't know, but I wonder if it's my brother, another brother.
Oh, Mark.
If it is you, Mark, just put yes or no.
So, Michelle, that sounds like a Canadian Heritage commercial. Doctor, I smell burnt toast. This for like stroke surgery, brain surgeries. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Did you write it?
Canadian Heritage commercial.
Oh, interesting. But did you write anything down that you can read out loud without giving out too much away?
No, I stopped because I didn't know if you wanted me to keep going.
Well, yeah. I mean.
Oh, wow. She still has more?
No, but not about the recordings.
No,
not the recordings.
But that's what I started writing because originally when the light went and everything went sideways, I was writing about the recordings.
Gotcha. Hi, Steve. Yes, it's me, he says.
And then I'll write. I did have I can write a little bit about the. As soon as she said gravestones, then a little bit hit. So.
Well, yeah.
But I was going to write it and take a picture of it so you'd have the timestamp of it, and then I would just send it to you.
Oh, gotcha. But can you say anything verbally for D Hoot right now about those gravestones? Get her off my ass for 6 months. Hook her brother up.
Are you sure that there's only 2? It feels like more than 2.
I think I've
I thought it was like about
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
I think it's 4.
4 because I think one's got only a corner up.
Yeah.
She's correct.
Yeah.
Because one's laying down, but that's the piece to
There's only a corner of it that's up.
Right, but there's one on the ground, but that goes to that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is 3. I thought there was 4 though. I think there's 4.
I think there's 4, but I'm saying I've only got the corner.
No, I got you.
So I'm feeling 3.
Yeah.
I got that corner to the 4th.
Yeah, and do you think it was a family?
Yeah.
Family plot?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, like time-wise, but I don't know the time either, though. They're old. We know that. They're very old.
I might say like in the 1800s.
I would. Yeah. I mean, I didn't look. I don't know. I'm going to say, I wonder if it was the people that owned, I don't know if that was part of the clay factory for the bricks. Because I think
the people that owned that farm before you go around the corner. I mean, I don't know. It could be many things, but it's. Let's put it this way, D Hood. It's right by the train tracks, which is like pretty cool.
That's a thing. Train tracks pull in wicked energy too, and it heightens it. Having train tracks right there is a lot, and it can bring others, stir energy up.
Yeah, see, that's what makes me want to go back there because remember the train tracks where we found that like trap looking thing where all the acorn piles were?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Yeah, because the acorn pile was like about 50 yards away. It's right there.
To the side. Yeah, it was off to the right. But that was wild.
I wrote 1887.
I had 1886. That's wild as shit. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking like 1880s or something like that.
86 is the one I've had in my head forever.
That is strange that everyone say that. I was thinking that.
Damn it! We should have all wrote it down.
I did. I don't write stuff. We're organic, Rich.
A notebook should always be your first tool in your backpack. Like, you keep notes.
we should have done that, dude. Because 1886 was what I had in my head, and I just sat here, just not even thinking anything of it. It just seems like you know what it seems like a matter of fact, though. In your head, you're just like, yeah, it's 1886. Whatever. And you're like, yeah, it's 1886. You're locked in. You're just like, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's funny. Let me show you. I'm not trying to prompt you in anything, but check this out. You see that? This is a jelly bottle from our research area. The little top was unscrewed.
It's plastic.
It's plastic.
Yeah.
And it was completely cleaned out. There's not a droplet of jelly anywhere on this thing.
Wow.
Yep. And when we found that we've had these feathers, I think they're hawk feathers, and the other one actually brought up the hawks. Me and my friend Denny actually share a similar situation, just age difference, and hawks are very significant to both of us. If that, without getting into his business, I'm not trying to. But yeah, so when we see a hawk, him and I, when we're researching, we're very happy. So we also believe that that's how we met, was because of our similar situations.
Right.
Got together and was like, do you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
Yeah. Again, I'm just trying not to speak his stuff. He's given me permission, but I kind of want him to come on the show and do it, because then I would feel better about speaking about it. You know what I mean? But I think it's amazing that he kind of found us because they brought him. They brought us together. How's that? Does that help you?
Yep.
Do you believe that?
Yes.
You do. You see that?
100%.
Yeah. All right. Don't get emotional.
That's how we and Richie connected in a strange way. We talked about it after.
Yep.
But anyways, we'll talk about that on the side, Carrie Lynn.
So you see these? These have been by his brother on this gifting chair for a year straight. Nothing. Barely moved. Hardly ever touched. So we're looking at them, and Sparky goes, hey, you think those were in the jelly jar, basically? And that's how they cleaned it out? And I went, son of a bitch. Because it's all rubbed around in the dirt. There's actually, it almost looks like a little purple hue to it. Like it was in here. Look at it.
It was kind of like ratty looking. Like
oh, no. Like he put it in his mouth. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Like a spatula.
A spatula.
Exactly.
What is she, from Boston? Yeah. What do you think of that? Isn't that wild? It's wild, right? Who else? What other Bigfoot researchers have shit like that floating around? You can't find this stuff anywhere. There's no water in this thing or anything. It's spotless.
I mean, I've never seen a bottle. We have jars, different story, but a bottle that is like a thin neck bottle to be cleaned out like that is just bizarre.
Oh, you should see me on the live. I mean, you can't see me because I'm holding the phone, but the phone didn't move for like 2 minutes because I was like,
it's happening.
I didn't expect that.
Crazy.
Yeah, I figured they would have tried to squeeze it and some would have been in there. You know what I mean? Richie D. Hoot's question for Miss Carrie Lynn. What? She had another one? Could they be responsible? Oh, I don't understand that one. Because I don't know the lights and orbs and mists.
You mean the train tracks or the gravestones?
I think it's the gravestones she's asking. Could they be responsible for the lights, the orbs, and the mist?
Yes, but so could the train tracks, because spirits will travel on the train, like with the train.
With the electric ring.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Hello, Vlog Sunny 11. Hello, Elder Tanse. This is Elder Medicine Bear Claw. I've gotten good with Kerry. I can almost. All right. Anyways, we'll talk after. I just grabbed stuff. I'm like, boom, I got it. It's that first thought. You know the first thought, right? The first thought. I learned that a long time ago.
Always.
Grab that first thought.
Yeah, in the first few seconds.
Boom. It's boom, man. I'm like, nailed it.
If you wait longer than that, you wait 5 seconds, it's up into the Chihuahua brain at that point.
Oh, bro. And then it starts getting polluted.
Yep.
Right? So without going crazy, because we're coming up on late time, and I know Canadian times, like in, I don't know, is that in like metrics or something like that? So it's actually later in Canada or something.
No.
No, you guys have like
We're the same time zone, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, but Canada's different. You know what I mean? You have like, it's really like 1,300 millimeters up there or something right now, right?
Yeah, something like
Yeah. See, I mean, that's so hard. I mean, you gotta be tired. It's like you've been up for 18 years.
Tired.
18 years straight. Yeah, from being here and having lights pop on you over there.
That's some crazy stuff.
No, that's welcome to the show. So when I sat here one night. I sat here one night not too long ago, and out here I have a entrance way that goes out like a doghouse type thing that walks out your basement, right? Regular door, not a bulkhead. And I'm sitting there and I'm talking with everybody, and I'm watching I had a big like longer light on it, and it was like swinging, kind of moving on its own.
Yeah.
Moving on its own, and I go, "What the hell's moving that?" Poof! It went off, and I was like, "Ah!" And I went, "All right, not funny during my show."
Yeah,
but didn't it like drop?
I like it when it happens during the show.
Yeah.
Like we've had.
Yeah.
Laura Lee and I have stuff happen on the Thursday nights a little more than, and a few times when I've had guests on Spirit Switchboard, we have weird stuff happen.
Tell everybody the name of the show with Laura Lee. I think we already had it up.
Meet the Hollow Moon.
Yes. I went in there the other night. They were both wearing these brides veils or something like that, and I'm like, I feel completely naked, and I was wearing a winter jacket.
Because like on the Thursday, I get to have a little more fun, right?
I love
like,
it.
oh, we're going to talk about fairies tonight. Oh, I'm dressing up like a fairy tonight. Yeah. So like, we were talking about werewolves on Thursday, like dress up like a werewolf.
Was Wojo your guest that night?
No.
Oh, different fairy. My bad. Sorry.
Hey.
I always on? Yeah, you on something. No, but I tell it that show is fun. Mm-hmm. I've watched you guys. It is fun. I watched you guys just have fun, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's it.
We're just having fun.
That's what we do. But some nights you get caught up in your research, as you do with your abilities on your switchboard, and you get caught up in other people's feelings and emotions, and sometimes it's like work.
It is.
It is. Sometimes it's like that because.
Yeah. And guests are there too because they're selling their book or they got something they're needing to promote. So you're needing to make sure that you're holding the space for them to shine as well too, right?
You trying to tell us something, Mojo?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
I just blew the lights and made everything shut down. How much more shine do you need?
I know. I'm telling you, it was up there for almost a minute. I'm waiting for it to pop back on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna leave.
It said no connection. It blew the internet right down. There was like nothing.
And then it just came back on by itself.
Yep. I was like almost on with my cell phone. I tried popping back on with my cell phone.
Yeah, no, you were stuck in this sideways. Holy, what the?
Yeah.
And I said out loud, I go, I don't want to leave her like that. And I said, let me just put her backstage. Please do the same. Please do the same for me when I'm like, because that's me. That's me anytime. Frozen. It's
Carolyn, the first time I was on Richie's show, I was sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Richie goes, is Wojo asleep? He goes, no, I think he froze. No, I think he's asleep. Wojo, are you there?
He was frozen, so his Android automatically made him lay down sideways because Android sucks. That's what
learning curves, right? That's all learning curves. This part of things is learning curves for sure.
Yes. It is, and we have a lot of learning to do. By the way, I would like you to, I know you're very, very, very busy, but I would like to be able to maybe, send you something through Messenger maybe and be like, hey, what do you think of this? Or.
Well, I'm going to finish writing the stuff that I was picking up tonight, and I will screenshot and send it to you. You want to show it, talk about it, cross-reference it, whatever you need to do, you do. Once I send it to you, it's yours.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. All right. Do you have a few minutes to hang out backstage? Just like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Kerry. Yeah, thanks, Carrie Lynn. And by the way, your name keeps messing me up with the I.
Why?
I don't exactly. Wait,
I was like
don't,
Kerry. I forgot Lynn. I
dude,
don't know why I
because of
do
the
that. Lynn.
LY, every time I got KERYLY in my head. And I'm like, no, it's an I every time.
Right.
Damn it, messes me up. She's I don't want you working overtime right now because you're working right now, and that's not. You didn't come here to work. You didn't come here to work.
No.
Fired. Wojo, quick distraction. Who's that?
That's Karen.
That's,
He said
Hey!
to distract her.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Just say hi.
yeah. Would distract me if I wanted to take a nap. What the hell's going on over there besides nothing?
He just flops down. He goes, "Hey, do you mind if I have the clicker?" Sure.
That's it.
He's watching football.
You're only worldwide. You just showed his face on every Amazon TV, all over Amazon Fire Stick, all over the world. Just
Yeah,
doing what he
exactly.
does. Well, that man works too hard. He needs to just sit there. Let him land. All right, Carrie Lynn, where can the whole world find you? Tell them all, because we've already had it up. We always do it, always showing you. 100%. Sparky's amazing like that. He's just taking that upon himself to do, and he just jumps right in and does his thing, man. So, but just verbalize. Tell everybody where they can find you. All of it. Take it. You want this?
Oh my gosh, there's so Carrie Lynn Shellhorn. So psychic medium Carrie Lynn Shellhorn on YouTube or on Facebook. If you go to my website, which is carrielynnshellhorn.com, you've got links to all the different places. So you can find me there. So Friday nights, I am going to be with Jason Kenzie in Thunder Bay at the Lake Superior Paracon in October, folks. It's gonna be a blast.
Will you tell me you guys should collaborate?
We are going to.
No, you should wait. Let me finish now. Collaborate, right? But on one of those things in the backyard there. What are those things? The bouncy things. I just went blank.
Trampoline.
The trampoline.
Trampoline with one of those little the nets around it, and you two just do a show. Because that's what it's gonna be like the whole time.
Yeah. I haven't checked the organizers. The organizers sent us our map of like when we're talking, where our tables are, and all of that stuff. Our speaker schedule. Yeah. So we'll see.
Interesting if you're right next to each other. That'll be something. Oh my God. Give me a ticket for that one. Go ahead. Sorry, as I were.
Oh, I hope, Elder Medicine Bear Claw, that it is a good one. Because I hear that frequently from people who understand and pick up that, and then I get self-conscious about it.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah. I think I'm wicked sexy, but my aura is friggin' ugly, so it makes me a 5. So whenever everybody says, "Man, you're a 5," I'm like, "Yeah, that aura is ugly as shit." You know what I mean? Ugly ass aura.
No.
Mojo's got like a 7 aura. You know what I mean? He's a 3, and that equals out right around 4.6. Boom. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You told me to distract her, Rich.
Well, that was 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I can carry it on. You didn't tell me to stop.
Well, let me just I'll just put up her damn links. How's that?
Thank you.
But does he have the other show though? I don't see. I wonder if he knows the other show is there.
Thursday. So we're with UPRN. So on Thursday nights, it is Beneath the Hollow Moon at 7 p.m. Eastern. Friday nights is Spirit Switchboard, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome. So Thursday night is that UPRN as well?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you're all over the. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, girl. I think it's amazing. All right. So listen. You gotta. Go follow Carrie Lynn wherever she goes. Watch for her. Would you have a lot of events coming up in Canada?
Oh my gosh, honestly, the venues that I work from, they've all did their schedule for 2026 already. Whoa. So like, yeah. So we've got events booked out frequently, but I just had a new venue that is a haunted venue as well too for the paranormal Dining with the Dead. So I've got a bunch of that stuff coming up. And I would really encourage like folks. I know I've got an intuitive mentoring group on Facebook. So if you want to, and it's all free, and I pop on there. I'm going to be live tomorrow morning on there, and it's supporting folks that are on that journey. I post practices, different intuitive practices on there. Hi. So like, come join us over there. There's lots that's going on, and it's a great community.
And what's the name of that?
Carrie Lynn's Morning Porch.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
Carrie Lynn's Morning Porch.
You see her with a different coffee mug every morning. How many cups of coffee do you have a day?
I don't drink a lot of coffee. I drink like maybe 2 cups of coffee in the morning tops. That's it. That's all the coffee I drink all day. But I have a lot of mugs.
She'll hide stuff behind the mug or under the mug or in the mug. Pay attention.
Yeah.
And you get to hone your skills.
In the group, yeah. You have to.
That's what I'm saying.
Or I write a number on my hand, and you have to guess the number that I've got on my hand, and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. So make sure you get in with that too. Carrie Lynn's, what is it? Porch Friends?
Morning Porch.
Morning Porch. I watch. Is that every morning now?
So I do my Morning Porch post on the public page. I've got the channel, so which is Carrie Lynn's Off the Porch. So I post on the channel. I do polls on the channel, and like for the show and stuff like that. It's just, you'll find all that.
Yeah,
stuff. you guys got to bring vibrance though. Every time when we see you in the mornings, like different pictures, it's great to have someone out there like yourself with the coffee mug and a big smile. You know, it's a whole new day. A lot of times
I'm in my pajamas. Like first thing in the morning. Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that in the morning. Are you okay if I?
Oh no, no.
For sure.
Oh hey.
Yeah.
Woo. Yep. We'll have some BanterWithRichieB Speedos. So that's a great idea for the shop. Thank you, Carrie Lynn. Anyway, I'm going to leave you right there as we say goodbye to everybody. This has been absolutely awesome and epic, and I still feel that there needs to be more. I don't know, just because you're awesome. I don't know. I think we have great, the whole crew, like all good chemistry. Like it's just good vibes. What?
My vlog, Sunny, thank you so much about the Alien DNA podcast. Like, my mom was on last week talking about it. My sister was last night. It was a lot for my mom. And I know this. Anyway, my mom was super nervous about going on. My mom is extremely shy about, she's just a super shy person. And my mom, unfortunately, received some really bad news and had a family member die tragically. 5 minutes. She got that news 5 minutes before she came live on the show. Oh, and my mom did the show, and she did it with so much grace. And, I was just so proud of her for being on the show and following through and doing something outside of her comfort zone. So it means a lot that you watched that podcast and shared that you liked it. And I'm going to let her know that.
Yeah, my Sunny, do you know my vlog, Sunny 11? She kind of goes around and watches a lot of different shows, and one's obviously that she enjoys and talks about it. And she posts us and kind of promotes and she's just very
positive woman,
very intuitive. She's very excited about the Speedo comment. Clearly, you can see that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the banter wisdom with coffee in the morning. Can't wait.
The please shut the TV off. Coffee every Friday with Richie B. Well, send our best to your mom, please. Was that recent? Is that what she's talking about? Something that recent?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, send our best, our loves and prayers to her, and all of you if it's family. So or anybody you all knew. So God bless. I've opened my dog chakras from one of your shows.
Oh, that's super cool. That's good to know too.
That's Denny. That's my fellow hawk friend.
Yeah.
I wrote some stuff down. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Very special to me. Yeah, so I didn't expect Denny to chime in at the end of the show. I've opened my dog's chakras with one of your shows. If you don't know what a chakra is, that's a tricky voice. Yeah, I got that, but other people are like, wait, you opened your dog's what? You know what I mean? I mean, if your dog's Ukrainian, sounds kind of Ukrainian. I'm just saying. Or what is the other place over there? Prague. Where's Prague?
Czechoslovakia.
Thank you. Czechoslovakian dogs have chakras. I'm just saying. I learned that somewhere. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. all Bigfoot Banter Richie B. Check us out as we go live into the woods. Hit that notify button. Get over to Dark Realm TV. And you know what, Woj? We forgot to tell everybody what we're doing next. Where are we going to next? Quick, Woj, we got to go. Big announcement.
We're going to go to Media Squatch platform. Media Squatch platform out of Virginia. Bedford, Virginia.
Oh, yes. Yes, we're going to be doing it live, like a podcast platform, but streaming all over, everywhere.
But also...
What? You want to tell
the
the second part
radio.
of that?
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah,
No, we'll save it.
I'll hold off on that part.
Hold off.
The inside crew knows about it. But go get the Media Squatch app right now. It's free. It's got all kinds of cool stuff on there. It's actually got sports and music and all kinds of different stuff. Paranormal, everything on. And you're gonna be checking out some big time Bigfoot information coming soon about Media Squatch. All right.
Yep.
We are going there on the podcast platform. Please go get it. Put it on your phone. I already did it. Took 3 seconds. Boom, bada bang, bada boom. Done. Media Squatch. Go check it out. We're coming there. And there's more to that story you don't want to miss. So please check us out. Once again, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I love you, baby Jack. I love you, Mama. Wojo, get us out of here.
Hey, thank you all for being on here. And remember, we are home of the boom. Who's your boom?
No.
That's one time.
We got to do it over. Kerry Lynn didn't do anything. Wojo, get us out of here.
All right, thank you for all being on here. And remember, we are home of the boom. Let's go.
There it is.
Hey, all right.
Everybody, thank you all for and having fun. Bye. Hi,
thank you for showing up, Rachel Adventures.